Hello, welcome to my ePortfolio Grammar 2. In this area, I'm going to talk about the class listening and speaking. I choose the activity, my final project, the scene 7, because it was a play about one song. So this is my activity for this ePortfolio, and I'm going to express um, part of speech, phrases and clauses, and some structure, grammatical structures. First, I have the simple past. Well, remember that simple past is used to talk about complete actions that happen at a specific time in the past. Its basic past tense form often used to describe events that are finished and don't continue in the present. When we use the auxiliary did, the following automatically goes in the simple past form because the auxiliary did already transformed into the past tense. Okay, in my activity, my examples are well, is are some questions. Okay, the first question is what did you do? Did is auxiliary, do the verb in its base form. So what is a question? Did the auxiliary for the question, you the subject, and you the verb. And the second question is, did you think about your future? Did auxiliary for the question, and the auxiliary, the following next verb goes in its base form. Well, you, the subject, think, and the verb in its base form, and about is like the preposition. Your. And your is a possessive adjective. Future in this case is like the noun. Well, in the other sentence, because the next is a sentence, is I thought about my future. Well, I subject, thought the verb in simple past, about like the preposition, my possessive adjective, future noun. The last question is, what did you dare to steal my daughter? What, the question marker? The auxiliary, and you subject, dare to steal. To They are two verbs for the question, my possessive adjective, and daughter noun in this case. Remember that a modal verb is also known as a modal auxiliary verb. It's a type of verb adds meaning to another verb in a sentence to express things like possibility, ability, permission, or in this case, the modal verb should, like advice. I have two examples. The modal verb should is to clauses because have the verb, sorry, because yes, they have subject and verb. So the first is, you should be confident. You is the pronoun, should the auxiliary, be the main verb in its base form, and confident like the a noun. And the other sentence, well, my other example is, you should have respect for our relationship. You, the pronoun, should the auxiliary, have the main verb, respect for our relationship. The other complete the phrase, respect now for preposition or possessive adjective, relationship noun. For our relationship is a prepositional phrase. In this case, I'm going to talk about the other structure, grammatical structure, is the comparative adjectives. Well, a comparative adjectives is when you compare two things, indicating that one possesses a quality to a greater or lesser extent than the other. My example can be a little confused because it's large, and then I have clauses and so okay. The sentence is the other boy is polite. The other boy is the subject. Is the verb. Polite is an adjective and is a conjunction. He could give. Could is an other modal verb. So, but in this case, I'm not going to talk about this. Give the main verb. In this case, you is like the possessive adjective. And much better. Better in this case is the comparative adjective, and life is the comparative the thing comparative, and then so is the comparison, and him is the object. I would like to talk about my experience in my finally important in listening and speaking class, because it was very cool because the teacher to my team, he told us, yes, you are doing an incredible job, and your, well, our scenery or background, um he told us it was, well, there were imagination and responsibility in our background, in our lines or scenes, and every each thing that we done. During the project, my classmate Sully told me, yes, we are doing a good job because, well, we had a great imagination for the sun, for the customs, and our the background.